Hey there everyone, welcome back. There's some crazy updates when it comes to the David Dobrik kissing prank on Seth Francis. Did he actually consent? According to this YouTuber Scotty Sire, in his video called Hi, he addresses the David Dobrik Seth Francis accusations and actually claims that Seth actually gave permission.
Then after the prank was finished, David asked him.
Not too long after that, I had an idea to pull the prank on him again, so I thought it would be fun to blatantly ask him for consent. Do I have permission to try to prank you again and get you to make out with Jason?
I'm very confused by that, because how the hell could you be so confident to tell me that I have to consent to something that I'm not going to know that I'm going to do?
Well, from what I gathered from that first clip that he had to share of Seth consenting and giving David permission was of the second time, not the first time. Can he provide evidence showing that Seth consented to the first time he was pranked?
You're gonna get it on me again. There's no way you're gonna get me again. So go ahead, go for it.
You're the best. You're the fucking best, baby. This motherfucker told me that this was going to happen again. And I can always respect a fucking man that keeps his word.
You can tell by his reaction at the end of the video that he was pranked, it was all in good fun, and he gave permission beforehand.
Yes, I agree, but that was the second time that he was pranked. It wasn't the first time that he consented. David even admits in that clip that after the first prank, he then went and asked Seth for permission and consent to prank him a second time.
About 2 years ago, he goes, "Yo, bro, I was thinking about it. I'm down for another kissing sketch." I said, "Haha, what do you mean?" He goes, "Lol, I don't really care as long as you clout me up. I'm not gay, just don't care." And then he sends me this.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's not really a big deal. It's the same shit. Just, I don't know, more open-minded.
Alright, so what I gathered from that little clip of David showing some text and a voice clip of Seth asking to do another kissing prank video for content as long as he gets clout from it is because the first prank video was already out. He already got embarrassed. He already got publicly humiliated. All the worst of the worst wrath that came from the first video of him being abused where he didn't give consent or permission has already happened. So what's the worst that's going to happen if he does it again and gives his consent and permission? At least this time he can try to maybe gain some clout or publicity off of it, I guess, and try to twist it in a way that it works in a positive for him and not a negative. Like, I just don't understand this.
Interview with H3, he talked about the situation in one way, and in his other interviews earlier, he talked about the situation in a completely different way.
At the end of the day, I would have laughed at it if it was someone else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm a type of person, if I feel like I would laugh at something, like, don't dish anything out if you wouldn't be willing to take it. So I was just like, I've pranked people before. I've done some fucked up shit.
I'm gonna call my mom and see what my mom thinks about this. And I called my mom, and she just started busting up laughing. I'm like, if my mom is laughing her ass off, everyone else are gonna laugh their fucking ass off.
I think the magnitude of the lies you've been spreading are unforgivable, and you should face repercussions.
Yeah, and those clips either I'm not too sure about because it just kind of sounds like Seth it ended up being humiliated and ended up dealing with this prank, and the only way that he can kind of mentally justify it or cope with it, in my opinion, is by just saying, hey, this is just a prank, or going along with it, or like my mom in those clips, like he's just going along with it from what I can tell. Also, it's really easy to claim, hey, I would laugh at that, so if it happened to me, I would laugh too, but until it actually happens, you have no idea how it's going to impact or affect you. And that's the thing, is like, yeah, you could be like, oh, if that prank happened to me, I wouldn't care, but then it actually happens, and then you're just like impacted, like traumatized for the rest of your life. You're embarrassed, everyone's like laughing at you, and yeah, it impacts and affects you big time. Sad reality, I don't really know what Scotty was getting at, other than yeah, Seth consented to the second time, but the first time he didn't actually consent to it, and even David admitted it in the clip.
Then after the prank was finished,
after the prank was already finished,
David asked him.
Not too long after that, I had an idea to pull the prank on him again, so I thought it would be fun to blatantly ask him for consent.
I had an idea to pull another prank on Seth, and this time blatantly ask him for consent, considering that the first time I did it, I never asked it for consent.
Do I have permission to try to prank you again and get you to make out with Jason?
Do I have your permission to try and prank you again? So that means he never had permission the first time. If Seth actually consented to the first prank the first time, then he doesn't have anything. But if he didn't consent to the first time and he consented to the second time or whatever else, then yeah, he was set up and abused, regardless if they were pranking each other or not, because Scotty tries to show clips of Seth pranking other people and tries to justify what happened to Seth by just because Seth's pranking Jason.
There's a clip somewhere of Seth pranking Jason.
3, 2, 1. I happen to like Seth's behind.
This is like everybody's fucking around with each other here. We're all friends and like we do dumb shit.
Yeah, I understand that, but the thing is did you guys consent to any of this stuff? Like, there's like a fine line between pulling pranks and having fun with each other and pulling gags, but if you're gonna do like some extreme jackass stuff or go like push it to the next level, you need to have consent and everyone's got to be on board. You can't just pull things on people and then you traumatize them, humiliate them, embarrass them, and them not being okay with it. And then Scotty ends up stating that Seth ended up posting revenge porn of another vlog squad member, and that's true. He did do that. It doesn't justify, what happened to him. It doesn't justify what he does. Two wrongs don't make a right. That's the thing, is that it's what Seth did was completely wrong and disgusting, and what happened to Seth is also very wrong and disgusting. Unless, like I said, if he consented to it, but from what I can tell, he's just showing clips of him consenting to it after the fact, not consenting to what happened to him, but consenting to it happening again, as like, can you prank me again? If you can, go for it. But the first time, I never consented. You just ended up doing it to me, and I had to deal with the consequences. So yeah, what Seth did to Erin was really bad, and he should have to respond for that. He states that it was fine because he blurred it all and whatnot, but no, he didn't have her consent or permission at all. So yeah, Seth's in the wrong there. But what David and Jason did to Seth the first time, the first kissing prank, they didn't have his consent, from what I'm aware of, unless somebody can provide that. Prove it, please, because if not, then yeah, what he's claiming is true. They did set him up, and it is abuse, and they didn't have his consent. So two wrongs don't make a right, and they need to be held responsible and speak up for what they did to Seth. This is just insane. No matter how you look at it, it's just wrong in all directions, and it's just bad. And it just needs to come clean. Everybody just needs to speak up and be held responsible and accountable for what they did to each other. And yeah, I know that's just nuts. This Scotty guy tries to, you know, to basically say that Seth's lying and he needs to be held accountable, but all I gathered from his clips was he never consented to the first time. He consented to the second time. But for you to try to make a video talking about it all and try to put Seth underneath the bus and make it seem like David and Jason are innocent people, just kind of blows my mind, considering that your video really kind of does the opposite. It just kind of proves that they were all really up to no good, and like I said, in all directions it's bad. So I just wanted to share that all with you. Let me know if you come across anything else. This is insane, and I'll let you know if I come across any more updates. So yeah, please like this video, comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. This is just insane. It's just getting bigger and crazier, and it's just nuts. Also, click that subscribe button for more. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. God bless you all. Take care, and peace out.